and I now give the floor to the representative of the major group on scientific and technological community.
Thank you. Excellencies, distinguished delegates and colleagues, this statement is given on behalf of the Scientific and Technological Community Major Group. This group actively promotes an enhanced science base for effective disaster risk reduction and risk-informed development at all levels. The convergence of the Sendai Framework, the Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Paris Climate Agreement has produced an unprecedented opportunity to maximise the contribution of science and technology to sustainable and inclusive societies. As a major part of this, the UNDR Global Science Technology Advisory Group undertook revision of its roadmap to support the implementation of Sendai. The purpose of this revision was to develop better coherence with the global agreements and agenda. Implementation of the roadmap needs partnership efforts across all scientific and technological partners, and monitoring of progress is being done through the online Sendai voluntary commitments and through conferences of the scientific and technological community. The scope of the Sendai framework encompasses, as I think people are aware, a very wide range of not only natural but also technological, biological and environmental hazards, and an updated hazard glossary is being prepared to address these changes and is needed for reporting requirements at a minimum. Better data is needed for risk-informed development, of course, and scientific-based decision-making, and a UNDR data working group is examining how data is contributing to this aim, which is common to other initiatives such as the Global Risk Assessment Framework. This also responds to a call from the International Science Council for science to be a global public good which is more inclusive and engaged than at present. Detailed, disaggregated data can help ensure that no one is left behind when implementing Sendai and the Sustainable Development Goals. All kinds of data are already contributing to this aim, but progress remains well short of what is needed for comprehensive transitions in resilience, health and security. One result of this inadequate progress with data quality is that much data is of poor quality or is misused. It's not fit for purpose. Challenges include having adequate data with minimum standards and capacity for data sharing across public and private data cultures, and ensuring that underrepresented groups are included in data, that they are visible in the data repository. It's imperative that technological risk, now required under Sendai, is fully integrated within the policy relating to the Sendai framework and within disaster risk assessment and preparedness strategies. Of course, technology can prevent or mitigate disaster risk and impacts, but at the same time, the rapid pace of innovation is such that new and emerging technologies can also be a source of disaster hazards, risks and vulnerabilities with potentially catastrophic and transnational implications. Both the positive and negative sides of technological innovation need to be integrated within our disaster and resilience planning. Disaster risk reduction is especially important, as we know, because of its strong links with development and the Sustainable Development Goals. Risk creation is the result of complex interactions, however, between social, economic processes and the natural environment, and the identification and understanding of these risks demands an interdisciplinary integrated approach from science, going well beyond what we have now, collaboration between science and policy, and a cross-sectoral approach from government. Data exchange is a cornerstone activity for this, and we urge that data be freely available globally. This would support analysis of risk and events and possible, and importantly, possible entry points for breaking the risk-producing processes. Thank you.